Hello. All right, I'm just going to give it a minute. I am playing around with some tech, so bear with me as I am very much a rookie at this. Oh, see, I plugged my headphones in and I'm not using them. One moment. All right. Hello. If you are able to join, this is just going to be a couple minutes. Let me know you're here. Give me a thumbs up. Say hello. Tell me who you are, where you are. I need the encouragement. This is new. I'm going to keep this really tight, and it was on my heart to share. So I thought I would come out here and share it with anybody who might relate or who might need this information right now. I love when I am following different people who I align with, and then they share something that is the exact nugget that I needed at that moment. So I hope that this is that for you. What we are calling today's session is breaking barriers. So what I want to share with you are 3 key tips or key 3 pieces of what it takes to have success as an entrepreneur, as a female entrepreneur. And the reason I'm speaking to the females out there is because I can relate to that since I am one. And I think that this is kind of a different world. I know that my experiences have been very different from the men that I know. And so I'm only speaking to my own experience when I share these tips, but they do apply to everyone. So, as part of the program that I teach, the members in my community, we read every morning. We have a study club. This is where we are studying ourselves. We are studying the skills that we want to develop as we are becoming the person that we want to be. And that is very unique to each of us, but we are together in support and accountability. All right. And what I was focused on this morning, or one of the takeaways from this morning, I had a lot of takeaways, were the 3 important pieces of having success as an entrepreneur or as a service provider. Okay. And I wanted to go over those with you. The first one, I'm sure you guys have heard this many times before, but it's the quality of service. So think about the service that you're receiving right now, whether it's at the coffee shop you're going to, whether it's with your personal trainer, maybe it is even with the person who is providing your childcare. Maybe it's the service you're receiving when you take your car to the shop or when you go to the grocery store. If you are providing a service, you want to ensure that the quality is top notch. All right, this is for you more than anyone else. But all that you can control is yourself. So when you are providing a service to other people, don't underestimate not coming with everything you've got when it comes to quality. So I know the way I used to be, and I'm so grateful for the experiences that I've had, but I used to be in a rush. I was always a rush to the next project, a rush to create the new service, a rush to be creative, do something different. And in that rush, the quality of my work suffered. So then the people that I'm serving feel that, right? They feel that they're not getting my best effort. They know that they're not getting the best quality that they could be getting from me. And yet I'm thinking they're going to love this because I'm always providing something fresh. And I met some really wise, incredible people who taught me the power of slowing down and really thinking about the service that you're offering and every day questioning, how can I make it a little bit better? How can I show up a little bit better? How can I make this work that I'm doing even more impactful? Right? I think about some of the videos I see where universities are celebrating the janitorial staff because of how incredible they are and how they go unseen for so long. Isn't that incredible? They're doing the work and they weren't being acknowledged or noticed. And eventually, what happens? Somebody calls attention to it. So, the quality of your work, whether you think people notice or not, they do. So it is always worth that little bit of extra effort. It is always worth you questioning how to make it better. Always. All right. But not changing, diverting, like ignoring the details. Even sometimes if I'm working with different people, and they send me a little like happy birthday message. Even the big box stores, I still like it, but even if it's some like private business or individual, if they think to do those little things, or if they remember the next time you see them, say you're at the stylist and oh, whatever happened with your pup, whatever happened with your grandmother, how much does that mean to us that they remembered? That they remembered to they remembered our conversation and they remembered to follow up. So this is the quality of service, right? It has that's just a piece. It's the quality that you're getting when you're with somebody. And really interesting too is somebody who gets their nails done. I look around and I think there's so many things that are small but significant, whether it's the way that the place is cleaned, whether it is the way that they display different information for you. If they're thinking about the person receiving the services, I keep saying I think nail salons should have almost like a rotating Pinterest board, and it shows like the colors that all the celebrities or that are the hottest colors in the fall. Give us some guidance. How many times I go there and they go, "What color do you want?" I don't know. And they give you this massive wheel of colors and you're just sitting there lifting through them going, I don't know. And yeah, for the people who stick with the same color every time, I got you. It's not a big issue to you. But as you can tell, I like to change it up. But there's different things. Just do that little bit extra that shows the client or the customer, I love you. I want you to have the best experience ever. Okay. Quality of work. See, I already fibbed. I told you it's going to be really quick. The second key piece to finding success as a female entrepreneur. First was quality, second, quantity. So, what do I mean by that? You are always providing service. Always. You are a reflection of your values. You are a reflection of your business. People are watching you all the time and you're giving them hints about the type of person you are, about how much you care, about how well you know your stuff. And the good thing about this, like for instance, in my line of work, so I'm a wellness coach. Some people call me a confidence coach, a business coach. Titles don't really matter to me. Thing is, it doesn't matter if I meet you in a coffee shop, if we're sitting at a rink where my kids are, I am always wearing my coach hat. I am always providing service. I am always networking with people. I am always connecting individuals. My grandparents both owned stores in a small town, a menswear and a ladieswear. And they were aware that even when it was their weekend, even when they were working in their garden, they were a reflection of their business. And when somebody came by, they would talk to them about what they were wearing. They would compliment them on how nice they were dressed. They realized that it's not just when you're in your work mode, it's all the time. And the other benefit to this is that you get to master the skill of doing your service, of providing your service. When we get past focusing just on the price, well, how much will I get paid for my time? Well, I'm not going to give you any advice for free. Don't try to come to me for anything that you're not paying top dollar for. When we do that, it pushes people away. When you love what you do so much that you're doing it all the time, people feel that difference and they're going to be drawn to you. And I promise you the money will follow. So the quantity of service, be serving all the time. Every day when you wake up, how can I serve more people? How can I serve more people? Your first question is, how can I serve better, improve the quality? Second question is, how can I serve more people? How can I be of more service? And you know what's good about this is that you get more efficient. I'm not saying work every hour of the day. I'm not saying that you have to be fake or phony. I'm saying just be conscious and intentional. And when you're asking yourself those questions of how do I improve the quality and how do I increase the quantity of my practice, you're going to come up with beautiful, creative ways. Okay. So the third and final way, or final piece to having success as a female entrepreneur is about your personality and your attitude. So this is a really interesting one to me. I think that this is a piece I learned from being raised by entrepreneurs on both sides of my family, but you have to have a pleasing personality. If you are not having a good day, your clients and customers should never know that. Never. You want to be someone that is attracting people in. You're a magnet for them, right? And there's people who think, oh, I don't want to be fake, or there's people who think that they're being more real or more honest. I don't know what it is. But if you're making me feel uncomfortable, or if I'm hearing about all of your negativity, that's not going to be a draw to me. I'm going to be running away from you. And this is really interesting because, again, this is in and out of work. So if you're, whatever your business is, whatever service you provide, if when you're with other people, you're always complaining, you're always seeing the downside, you're always stressed out, do you think then on the Monday they're going to be like, I can't wait to go and work with them. I can't go wait to pay to work with them? Your personality matters, and I would say almost the most. It doesn't take much to be kind to people. And when you talk to the best of people and to not just the person in front of you, so this is the example I give. If the person in front of me is being a little unkind, a little offensive, they're perhaps a little bit judging, or they're complaining, if they're doing that, I usually think, what's going on with this person and how can I make their day a little brighter? I used to take it on. What did I do? How can I make this better? Why did that happen? Like I took the blame for it. I took responsibility for their happiness. Ridiculous. Talk about living a roller coaster. But when I look at that person and I see the best in them and I know they want to have success, they want to have a good day, they want to feel loved, they want to feel heard, they want to be seen, then I'm always talking to that piece of them, no matter what they're bringing me. And I'll tell you, this works really well with your children as well. You can either go, oh, you're always losing stuff, I knew you'd lose this. Or do you say, you know what? Sometimes it's tricky for people to keep things organized and always know where everything is. Let's work together to make it easier for you to find your stuff, because I know that you love to be organized. There's a big difference in how you talk to people. You either talk them up or you talk them down. And what you expect to get out of other people is what you're going to get. So if you want to go around thinking that you're going to get a bunch of crummy customers and people are going to piss you off today, and oh, there's that person coming who always gives me trouble, that's what they're going to bring. But if you think today's the day where they're going to be happy and they're going to smile and we're going to leave after a good exchange, that's what's going to happen. And it starts with the way that you greet them and you smile. So a pleasing personality, and this takes your own work because you have to move your ego. You got to move yourself out of the way. And this is for female entrepreneurs. You're a business. You know the saying, the customer's always right. I know that's being discussed now. Is it, or is it the employees are right? The point is that you're always trying to find a way to see the best in other people, and that you are always working to improve those relationships and make more connections. This is the way forward, guys. Not everybody's going to be your best friend. Not everybody's going to love you, love what you do. That doesn't matter. When you are driven by internal desires, internal goals, internal affirmations, then you are going to have a more balanced experience. In entrepreneurship, you are going to have stuff thrown at you literally every day. Every day. And I, even though was raised by it, was shocked by this. And I would have crying days and I would take 2 weeks and do nothing. And then I'd have excuses galore. And when I started to realize I got to stop blaming things, people, situations outside of me, my clients, my customers, the market, the industry, the economy, when I started saying I'm responsible, am I being nice, welcoming, good person to other people? Guess what? The tide shifted. All of a sudden, what I expect to get, I get more of that. And then you get word of mouth and people start talking about what a great experience they had and what a great person you are and how much they loved working with you, how honest and trustworthy you are. So when you are an entrepreneur, a female entrepreneur, I want you to start your days asking yourself those 3 things. How can I improve the quality of the service that I'm providing? How can I improve the quantity, or how can I add additional service? How can I be of more service? And third, how can I improve my interactions with other people and create a pleasing personality that others are drawn to? This is the work. Take it or leave it. I'm telling you right now, they are going to make a difference in how quickly you start attracting the results that you want. And this is something that it might not happen overnight, but you will be proud of yourself when you lay your head down at night, because you know that you're doing the right things. to be the right kind of entrepreneur that changes the world. And as those results improve and you're able to give back, other people are going to be watching your example and they're going to be doing the same thing. All right. I hope you found this helpful. If there is any questions you have, anything you want to add to this, please add it to the comments. I'll be watching today and I'll get back to you. This is really important to me. And I think that people underestimate the importance of kind of your reputation. And it's all of those things. All of those things. There's been people who give me the absolute best quality. It's like the best hair I've ever had. But then the quantity is like the amount of service, how they're increasing their service to me. All of a sudden they start handing me off to other people. All of a sudden they're less available or they're not listening as well. Sometimes you go in and they're having a bad day and they just dump on you. It doesn't matter if they're the best hairstylist in the world. You're only going to be able to put up with that for so long, right? But when you go to somebody who does a great job and they're always singing, do you want a glass of water? Or, oh, do you know, this might be more comfortable for your neck. Why don't you come sit over here? We have some nice magazines. Whatever the case is, for some reason, I'm focused on the hair salon right now. They all add to your experience and then you think of it fondly. And finally, when that person remembers you, they listen to you. They actively listen. It doesn't matter what your service is. When you do these things for people, they will be your marketing machine. The word of mouth that will come from those experiences, I'm telling you, will save you so much money that you would have invested in creating your own word of mouth anyway. All right, that's all I have for you today. And I hope that you are having a fabulous day. Make it a great day. Be well, everyone. And I will be back, I hope, next week. We'll see how it goes. All right, take care, everyone. Bye. I got